5 scary ghost videos that left viewers petrified. Turning heads. Gabriel Quinones is the owner of GQCuts, a hairstylist and educator for Johnny B Hair Care in California. The GQCuts YouTube channel is made up of almost 100 videos, and most of them are on men's and women's haircuts. However, in July of 2010, they uploaded a video that wasn't typical for the business. You see, a couple of months before this, the crew had installed a security camera, and, well, they said they were kinda glad they did because what they caught on camera freaked them out just a little. About a minute and a half into the security camera footage, a blue cape seen resting on one of the chairs starts moving all on its own. You'd think the air from the fan above would blow the cape downwards instead of up over the chair, if anything. The man in the light blue t-shirt obviously is the only one who catches this at the time and decides that he doesn't want anything to do with it. And although this video has been used or featured by other channels, most of them failed to mention what else moves in the video.
Oh. Can we put a security say back? Because that just moved. Like that just moved. Like that just moved. What are you talking about? I'm not going to praise you. That right there just moved. Alright, like it just, oh no.
What others and you may have missed is around the same time the blue cape mysteriously moves by itself, the office door decides to close on its own. Not only that, but the ceiling fan cord appears to start moving on its own, and then a mannequin head turns towards the man who had just left. The other 2 staff members appear dumbfounded as to what the man has just seen. Even the client getting her hair done looks confused. Gabriel was once told that his shop was built on a Native American cemetery way back in the day, and never knew why it could be much of a concern, until this day. How much of this, if any, is true? I don't know. I'll let you decide on all of that. If you would like to watch the entire 3-minute video or just want to learn how to cut your own hair during the pandemic, check out his channel, GQCuts. The Whistling Shadows. The old Franklin County Jail is a historic jail located in Chambersburg in Franklin County, Pennsylvania. Built in 1818, the building has many spooky stories behind it, including alleged shadow figures being seen walking the premises late at night, which a lot of people think it could be because at least 7 prisoners were hung on the property many years ago. The guys over at Paranormal Purgatory explored the prison in early 2020. The team of 5 documented their findings and state that they saw and heard some very odd things, including the sounds of whistling at the girls as they walked past, doors slamming, and the odd disembodied voice. However, the most intriguing part of their video, believe it or not, went unnoticed until the team uploaded the video. Since the video went live, many people have claimed that they see a shadow person inside one of the prison cells.
The pop. That's.
It sounded like a sneaker.
It wasn't a snake. I was down there though.
Yeah, I heard it.
Look at that. That's gonna be.
Do you see the old rocking horse in there?
No, but I see.
Go in there.
No, but I see.
Go in there.
No, but I see.
Go in there. Did you hear that?
I heard that too.
It was a whistle.
I heard a whistle.
You didn't just whistle.
No.
Did you hear that?
I heard
Yep.
it. We all
was
heard
like,
it.
That. Remember they caught that.
I wasn't going to feature this at first, but after watching it a couple of times, you can see what almost looks like the shape or outline of a shadow-like figure going from a crouching-like position to standing upright. It is somewhat hard to see, and of course it's a possibility that the people could just be clutching at straws here, but many commenters, including the original uploaders, suggest that this could possibly be something paranormal. What do you think? The channel behind this video, Paranormal Purgatory, has done a 2-part video series on this old prison, and it's well worth a watch if you're into both the history of older buildings and the paranormal. Uninhabited. Ricky Velasquez is an urban explorer who started recording scary videos over half a decade ago, and his latest video, even though it doesn't show any supposed ghosts or spooky faces peeking out from around corners, it is still pretty creepy. In this video of Ricky's, he gets the chance to explore a house that he's had his eyes on for some time. The house in question is apparently haunted by the spirit of an older woman who, for some reason, doesn't want the house inhabited by anyone. Already arrived at the house, Ricky explains to his viewers watching his live stream that this particular video will be more of a challenge than a fun night exploring. This is probably because of what he has heard about the place over time. In an attempt to make things interesting for his viewers watching live at the time, Ricky decides to lay down on the bed to see if he can't provoke whatever may be in the house.
Acuéstate en la cama para ver si se molesta. Yo creo que sí sería una molestia, ¿no? Digo, si alguien se acuesta en tu cama sin tu permiso, sí sería algo... A ver. Señora, voy a rentar su casa. Me voy a venir a vivir aquí. ¿Le parece?
Ricky has what sounds like a deep breath exhale in his left ear. Unfortunately, no one else in the stream heard this. So, Ricky being Ricky sits down on the bed and tries again to provoke this spirit, if you will, of the woman who used to live in the house. All I can say is, Ricky's words seem to have aggravated whoever or whatever occupies the place, because what happened next gave him chills for the rest of the night.
Creo que no le gustó que le dijera que me iba a sentar, a acostar en su cama y que le iba... Voy a rentar esta casa, me gusta para vivir aquí. Quiero vivir aquí. Y cuando viva aquí, la voy a tirar.
Again, Ricky has something in his ear. This time, however, the camera picks it up. Ricky then makes an attempt to start a fire outside for a ritual that he often does. However, he gets sidetracked by something else.
No mames. No manches, no aguanto. ¿Quién vive?
Ricky has what sounds like a woman's high heel footsteps in the next room over, which is scary enough on its own. Ricky then calls out to the woman, but instead of getting a reply, all the drawers in the house seemingly open on their own. But it's what happened next that really put him in danger. Watch this.
No mames. No. Oh, Carlos. Carlos. Carlos.
After having checked one of the cupboards that had just moved on its own, Ricky checks the bathroom for activity before leaving the house. But as he does, a large wooden closet somehow gets pushed over onto him, causing Ricky to hit the floor. He eventually gets up and runs out of the house for good. Ricky often revisits well-known spooky spots, however, somehow I don't think this will be one of them. And like I said before, even though this video doesn't contain any visible full-body apparitions or weird-looking faces poking out from behind corners, it is still pretty creepy. That is, if it's real, of course. What do you think? I highly suggest checking Ricky's channel out, it's definitely one of my favorites. Evil Presence. Tim Morozov has to be one of the most entertaining Russian paranormal creators here on YouTube. His creepy videos have gained the attention of many people within the paranormal niche, including list channels such as this one. In the past, Tim has explored vast abandoned buildings, however, in the last few weeks he has been uploading videos from small, supposedly haunted houses. This one is no different. In this video, the Russian ghost hunter travels out to a small cabin in the woods. The house is rumoured in the area to be occupied by an evil presence that may or may not have possessed former residents of the property. With that being said, Tim brought his gas heater and sleeping bag and states that he is going to stay as long as he can in the house. He sets up all of his equipment and goes to sleep, hoping that in the morning he might have caught something on camera. Well, he got more than he bargained for. Just after 3 in the morning, his cameras picked up a couple of really creepy things. Among a cup, a chair, and a closet door moving seemingly on their own, Tim Morozov is awoken up to the sounds of a deep growling type of voice. Now 4 AM and awake for the rest of the morning, he gets out his equipment and puts his headphones on in an attempt to see if he can't capture those same voices again. However, Tim didn't manage to record any other mysterious voices or noises, but he captured something unknowingly at the time on video.
Сказать, как тебя зовут? Нихера себе. Нифига говорит вообще сейчас. Дико. Охренеть, это активность. Охренеть вообще.
Unbeknown to Tim, a creepy-looking armless doll appears to move and turn towards the Russian ghost hunter all on its own. Could this doll possibly be haunted or possessed by a former resident of the house, or is it all just carefully orchestrated by Tim and a friend or two? Who knows? Regardless of whether you think this is real or not, this was only a snippet of what happened that night. This is definitely one of those creepy videos you want to watch entirely yourself, which of course you'll find on his channel, Tim Morozov. Party Nightmare. This next video is quite interesting. It comes to us via a Portuguese family and was recorded way back in 2011. The clip has already made the rounds many times months ago, but I always wanted to feature it as it always intrigued me. Story goes, at the end of a party late one night after a few drinks, a man was filming his interactions with a group of friends and or family members. Everything seemed to be going well, everyone's laughing, having a good time, until this happens.
Aí, fim da festa aí, pessoal. Ó, comprei a câmera nova. Vamos colocar um vídeo no YouTube aí, ó.
Ai, que vergonha, não faz isso.
A Josi capotada já, com sono. Aí, Thiago, a câmera que eu comprei nova aí.
Bebeu demais.
Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho? Mano, eu vi alguma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem alguma coisa que passou aqui, velho.
Ih, velho.
Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
Maluco. Eu vou voltar a câmera. Eu vou voltar a câmera e você vai ver, velho.
The man holding the camera is talking to a woman sitting on a chair in the living room when he pans across and in the direction of the kitchen, where he continues talking to another man who is simply putting something into the fridge when, out of nowhere, appears a man with what looks to be dark brown or even greyish skin. It almost looks as if the mysterious man briefly looks at the camera before walking past the internal window. They rush into the room where they saw this creepy man, entity, spirit, or whatever it was, but once they get in there, there's nothing to be seen. At first, the man recording was the only one who saw it and states that his cousins called him crazy, until they saw the recording. Filmed back in 2011, you wouldn't imagine too many people would be faking supposedly real ghost videos for attention and or views. But I, just like the original uploader, suggest you draw your own conclusions.